So when the teacher mentioned that we get to do our own project, I went, woo! But then I was like, oh, what am I gonna do? I didn't have any ideas at the time. But then it hit me. Why not do it about the one thing that has been on my mind this entire time? So let's get right into this project and start with what has been on my mind this whole time. Well, what's on my mind is the ideal city. Not the ideal city socially, like such things about racism and sexism, or even crime and employment, but the ideal city in building, in the infrastructure, so that the integration between certain key concepts can be followed through. The key concepts are right here. Or compactness. For that, I have an example right here on my shirt. Can you see Iron Man? He takes up most of the space, yet Deadpool in the back takes up as little space as possible. So he's very compact, and he takes up very little space, but you don't show the key features of what you want. That's what I'm trying to get through. Okay, so the first wasn't the best example of key concepts for my city, but it does lead to the next one. Structure and arches. The first thing that comes to most people's mind when they hear arches is Romans and things like the Colosseum. They had the right idea and concept, but they failed in execution. For that, I'm gonna have to bring on a friends. Say hello to Cthulhu. Cthulhu? Say hello to tasty morsels. So you're probably wondering what Cthulhu has to do with this, but it's not so much Cthulhu, it's more of the mask I'm wearing. You see, the mask I'm wearing has clear examples of what I want, and it's these little tiny arches that connect all back up to the base at the top. Right? You can see it right here very easily. There's a very large arch and a connecting piece at the top. Now, these are actually similar to, I don't know, a bridge. But I might hear you ask, what does a bridge have to do with a city? Well, for my shirt, it's another good example. You see, the bridge is clearly going over the water, but the only thing it's holding is itself and cars. The bridges I want hold up the rest of the city. But what are the bridges going across? For what reasons do I want the bridges there? Well, if you ever look in a city, like the picture I'm going to show you now, then you're going to see that there's very tall structures on the left and the right, but there's nothing in the center. That's kind of strange, for us having a space problem in the Earth. The third key concept is integration. What am I integrating? Well, I'm integrating the medical, the transportation, the internet, essentially. Anything about your daily lives so that you can get from point A to point B, or you can do job A and job B faster or better, right? So that you're interconnected with everyone else, so that everything runs smoother, safer. But how have I improved, right? You've just seen me and what I think of this project, right? How I've changed, right? And how have I improved? I've improved that I can understand things. I've proved and improved my ability to design and think things through, to realize the problems and mistakes and try and learn how to solve them. For instance, the roads, instead of being horizontal, I want to make them vertical, right? It's beautifully done in Minority Report, right? The roads go straight up and down, sideways, all around, and it's crazy, right? But it's beautiful. It looks like art. And that's what engineering should be. Engineering is a very detailed art. So I just went through the design process on how to build the city, right? Some of the key concepts, some of its history, things that need to be done, right? But I'm curious what you think is the ideal city. To me, I found it, right? I just can't show you. Not to the accuracy I want to, right? But what's your ideal city? So I have some last parting words for you. Don't settle for less. It seems kind of cheesy, but it's true. Don't settle for less, but take what you can get. Take everything you can accept, right? Your life is as good as you make it.